Hey everybody, welcome back to another Disney and Pixar Cars Diecast video on the Yankee Cars channel, and today we will be taking a look at the Lost in the Desert Mini and Lost in the Desert Van Disney Pixar Cars Diecast 2-pack. Now this is a very awesome 2-pack, and I am so excited to get into this review because these are phenomenal variants of some pretty smaller characters in the Cars universe. So, Lost in the Desert Mini and Van are both from the first Cars movie. They were like at the very end of the Cars movie, acting somewhat as like a credit, like a post-credit scene, essentially, mid-credit scene, basically kind of like that, where they're both lost in the desert and they never found their way to the interstate, all because he insisted on using, of course, the GPS. But yeah, so these two are very awesome diecast cars, as you can see right there. Lost in the Desert, Mini and Van, part of the Radiator Springs diecast lineup, and they're numbers 16 and 17 out of 19 total cars. So yeah, anyways, I'll be right back with Lost in the Desert Mini and Lost in the Desert Van right outside of the package. Alright everyone, so here we have Lost in the Desert Mini and Van right outside of the package, and these two look amazing. Now, funny enough as it is, this Mini, the Lost in the Desert one, is the only variant of Mini that I have in my collection. I never got the original one for some reason, and I don't have her road trip line version of her either, so it's funny that this is the only Mini variant that I have, and it also happens to be, I think, the rarest Mini variant out there. I'm not even sure if the road trip one is rarer or just as rare, but yeah. Anyways, here we have these two, and they look perfect together. Let's go ahead and start with Mini. So I'll set Van back there. Yeah, so you can see Mini looks phenomenal. She's got her nice die-cast model, similar or very much the same to that as Claire Gunzer, released earlier this year. She looks phenomenal, very accurate to what we see in the show. So you can see she has like a very tired and just worried, exhausted expression. Her mouth right there is just kind of opened up, a little bit drooping, and then her eyes are squinting because there's so much dust and dirt everywhere, and she's just so tired from having to drive around really to get nowhere. So yeah, that's very cool. Her base paint job is of course that lavender purple color, and then she has a bunch of the little dirt and dust decals all over her. Now she is a smooth diecast, though that is basically just a little print that they put on her. But it looks very nice nonetheless. Gives a lot of detail. You can see there's dust on the doors, all up front, over her mouth and eyes, all over the roof, backside, and the left side of the diecast. You can also see here the windows are completely kind of that dirt, tannish, like very light brown color, just to indicate how they're all dusty and whatnot. So that looks very nice. Her window bars are actually matte, while the rest of her is a more semi-glossy finish. So very cool. Even the back window is like that. Her base is a entire just brown little paint job piece here. Very cool. Then she has her brown tires with the dusty rims. Again, to being used to indicate them driving around in the dirt and dust all day. So yeah, that looks very nice, and it really makes her a perfect diecast car. So I really like the way she looks. And then we got Van all the way back here. He's probably my favorite out of the two, just because I love that expression of his. He's like very worried, just nervous, just kind of like freaked out in the moment. Because, you know, all that time in the desert basically gets him cuckoo. Is like just the easiest way to say it. He's crazy right now. So you can see his mouth right there is just wide open. He has no idea what he's doing. Just no idea at all. So he's just kind of like, ah. You can see his eyes there. They're all cuckoo as well. They're like changing sizes. One's bigger than the other, which I really like how they depicted that in the movie and how they perfectly represented that back on the diecast here. So that looks perfect. Love that design. He again has the base kind of minty green, or not really minty green, but just lighter green paint job. And he has all of the dust decals on top. So you can see there's a dust all over the side. The painted windows, again, very, very nice looking. All the dust on this side. Eyelids, roof, everywhere. You can even see it there on the grill. Backside, all just straight covered up. And I just really like that. The amount of detailing Mattel put into this guy. You also see his little travel case up top is now all just covered in dirt. It's a completely different shade of color. All dusty, all dirty. And it has a giant like tumbleweed sticking out. I don't even understand how that happens. But yeah, just a big old tumbleweed. Nice green painted design on there. Very, very nice. And he also has the brown base with the brown and yellow tire rims. So, yeah. Anyways, that is going to do it for today's review of the Lost in the Desert mini and van. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like on this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.